It's wonderful. It is lovely. It is a joy. And it's the next best thing, virtual, to actually being here. Let me straighten this out. Let's start out with sitting. We're going to stretch our legs out and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex. And then we'll go wide. So if you're not very open, you know, this might be wide, and maybe, you know, maybe you're able to go a little wider. Let's just see. And we circle. So again, if you're a little tight, the circle's small, and some of you can really make large circles and shimmy the shoulders. Try to shimmy the shoulders. Yeah. And then reverse, other direction, shimmy, really move. So I know you're all thinking, oh, young as the spine. And the cool thing is, like, the number attached to our ages doesn't change. Like, that's pretty kind of precise, right? But the idea of as long as you're young as your spine, the spine can change. We can go from tight to loosened and elasticized, right? So one more circle here. Exhale down and come up. Good work. And then let's go ahead and bend the knees. Extend the arms, and it's like you're going to shift and shift. You move, you shift and you shift. Now, when I go towards this arm, I'm going to take the palm up and then go to the other side, palm goes up. So it's kind of that back and forth. Every time, that's my left arm, palm up, and then it turns back and forth. So think about you're shifting side to side, and you're starting to really maybe exaggerate the rotational movement. Side, side. Your arms shouldn't get tired. I hope not. Okay, good. And then from here, release. And we go side bend. Reach up, inhale, and come over. It could be hand down or elbow down. Reach up, extend. Take your hand to the back of your neck, your elbow pointing up. And then take the elbow down. Maybe, who knows, maybe it touches your knee or it touches down. And then the elbow reaches up and back, and you look up at the ceiling. Try that again. Depending on your mobility, you may come over partially, or maybe you're able to touch it, never know. And then come up, open it up. Last one, exhale, down, and open the elbow upward. Now extend the arm and see if you get a little more range of motion. Breathe in, exhale, and come up. I hope many of you, I hope you have air filters at home. I have an air filter, which is really helpful. Reach up, reach and come over. And just notice how you come over. Is the arm forward? Can it be back by your ear? Maybe even a little further back. And then we'll bend the elbow, hand to back of the neck. Exhale down. Maybe your elbow touches a knee, maybe it touches down, and up. Exhale down and inhale up. So this gets the upper back moving. Down and up. Last one, down and up. And this time, can you extend your arm? That feels better to me. Feels much better, much more free. Inhale. Exhale, reach, reach, good, and release. Okay, so we're going to stretch the legs out again. We'll be looking at steer. We'll do it on our backs first, and then we'll do it from sitting. So we take the legs up in the air and just shake them out. And it's kind of funny. Shake them out like your feet go floppy, but that's kind of nice to relax your legs. Relax, relax, especially if your legs just feel kind of stiff, tight. And then take your, we could start out right ankle over left, grab hold of your feet, draw the legs in, stretching your lower back. And then we'll reverse. ankle over a little bit, and left ankle over the other, grab hold of the feet and press ankle crossing close in, breathing in. Exhale, stretching lower back and pressing up. And then from here, ankle over, knee over knee, right knee over left knee, grab hold of your feet. This is a nice way to start to get deeper into the hip joints. Slide on. Oh, more light. Okay. And breathing. Deep breath in. Exhale. And then we'll take the legs up in the air and reverse, knee over knee, grab hold of your feet, stretching the outer hip, maybe even rocking slightly from side to side. Good. Breath in. Exhale. So if you know that sitting and doing steer doesn't work for you, you can do any of those repeats, or we come up, and I would say have a strap handy. If you know, you might need it. So I'm going to take right knee, that's my right knee, over my left, and I bring the knee over knee and sit. But with the arms, first we're going to do eagle. So right leg on top, so left arm on top. I work opposites, and I press elbows in towards each other. You could sit on a block as well. You could sit regular cross-legged position. See what is, what works with your body. Breathing in. Exhale. Now you could take your elbows down to your knees, lower your head. Some can go deeper, elbows approaching the floor. Breathe in. Exhale. And press up. And then from here, arms go wide. Now it's still the left arm that's going to come up. Okay, good. And connect. I don't know. Something sort of changed on its own. I'm not sure why. Sorry. It just kind of, the configuration just changed by itself, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, it's fine. As long as I can still see it. Okay. Yep, you've been in it for a little bit with your strap or not, and reaching and breathing in. Exhale. Good. And finally release, and we're going to do it all the other way. So take your legs a little wide, come forward, take a breath in. Exhale. And then reverse. So now it's left leg over the other. And as you do the legs over the other, so I like to, get both sitting bones down. Maybe you can take your legs further forward, your feet. And then arms, since that's my left leg on top, it'll be my right arm over the other. Wrap. And this cross referencing left leg on top, right arm on top is also good for the brain plasticity. So we're reaching up and then lower, come down. So maybe your elbows touch your knees. Maybe you're able to go a little further and see. And I have a message. No. So weirdest thing. Okay. All right. And then still from here, we're going to add the arms. So undo the eagle arms. And then using a strap if you need to, it's your leg on top, right arm up, and then connect the hands, try to connect, holding if you can without a strap or using a strap. These are wonderful for opening the ribs, like the upper rib, the armpit area. And you think about the ribs, they're pretty enormous. You know, the lungs actually are they're big. And so, you know, there's a lot of area that we can stretch into the ribs and access the lungs. Right now, I can breathe into the right upper lung. Good. Breathing in, exhale. Okay. Gomukhasana is a great pose. So go ahead and release and come on out. Okay. So I would like to go on our backs one more time for a twist, for a few twists here. So we're going to start out with both knees bent. And knees go, arms are to a T. Let your knees go side to side, side to side. And you're trying to keep your shoulders down. Imagine someone's there. Imagine I'm there holding your shoulders down as you go side to side. I like that feeling. I love that feeling of having my shoulders pinned down, and then, you know, you really move into your spine. All right. And then what is it like if you bring your feet down? So it's windshield wiper. Your feet are wide as the mat and your knees are going side to side. And that's also really nice for the hip flexors. So just feeling wonderful in the back. I hope the back is very happy right now. All right. Knees are together again, and the knees will drop to the left. Keep your arms extend to a T position. Keep your right shoulder down. That could be it. Or many of you can extend your legs. So from the bird's eye view, it's going to look like a V. And some, again, maybe you have a strap, you can loop your feet, or left hand holds the two big toes. And what happens to me is that, like, my legs aren't even anymore. My right hip kind of drew back slightly just because I'm trying to get my shoulder down. So this is a wonderful stretch to the whole spine. You also get, there's kind of an emphasis on low back stretch. Deep breath in and exhale. And again, deep breath in and exhale. One more, breath in and exhale. Let's bend the knees. Always bend the knees before you come back to center so you don't strain your back coming out. And then pull knees into chest, realign. That feels really nice. You'll feel even better after you've done both sides. So let's just start out with the feet of the windshield wipers. Get your legs and your back ready for a second side. And that's so easy, right? It's just very soothing because you press across your sacrum, the upper glutes. It's like a little massage. And then now knees are together, knees fall right, and turn your head left. Now, if you can, maybe you like to keep your knees bent, or you straighten and don't hold, or reach for your feet. And then as you are going into this, fine tuning. So I'm turning my head to the left, getting my shoulder down, imagining that someone can come and push on my left shoulder, and breathe. It should feel very nice. Again, I tend to feel it more in my lower back. I feel it's a terrific stretch across sacrum and lower back. And that, you know, I don't know, I hold a lot of tension in my back, my lower back, my middle back, my upper back, shoulders. So I feel like the whole spine can delight. The whole spine can say, yes, this is my medicine. This is what I needed. This is my nourishment. How's that? Okay. And one more breath here. Inhale. So you can take the legs up even higher. And then we'll soften the knees. Carefully come back to center. Realign and pull knees into chest. Good. And nice stretch. Yeah. So we'll come to sitting, and we'll do a half spinal twist here. So you know that half spinal twist can be modified by having your left leg straight, right leg's on top, or maybe you're good folding. And there is the trick of you could do this and sit on a block. Not as stable, but it's just another way. I think it's better to be on the floor and extend leg if you need to modify. Left arm is up, reach up, elasticize, yeah, and then come over, hand or elbow across knee, and challenge yourself. Maybe you can get your elbow to hook across the knee and extend, roll the shoulder back and breathe. Hand could be up in the air, hand could reach down towards your heel. Some can also bind. If you're binding, your leg, your hand comes through and the arm comes back, the hands connect. And as long as you can breathe, you're doing great. You need to really always make sure you have space for breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. I'm going to come out, and as we come out, straightening the legs and just flexing, and pointing and flexing. Let's reach the arms up, extend, create length, and reach for your feet, your ankles, of course. Using a strap is fine. We're just going to be here like 3 rounds of breath, not very long. So breathing in, exhale, and breath in, exhale. Last one, breath in, exhale, lower. Nice. And then we have our other side. So left leg over the other. And get both sitting bones down. Right arm up into the air. Reach up high. Get length. It's really important. And then twist. You want to be upright. Yeah, good. And turning. Moving from the navel. Feeling that the twist does affect your digestive organs. That you're putting a gentle pressure on the digestive organs, a gentle, beneficial pressure on your heart. And breathe. And releasing. And then as we release, we're going to extend the legs. So now from here, reach the arms up. We'll reach for our legs. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. So when you exhale, maybe you're back around, reaching your head towards your feet, but when you are reaching head towards knees, and when you inhale, you'll extend. It's fine to use the strap. Exhale, lower. And inhale, extend. And last one, exhale, lower. And inhale, reach the arms up. So we have, it could be tabletop. I think we'll do both. We'll do tabletop and then a reverse plank. So I draw my knees in, I press my feet into the mat, roll the shoulders back, lift, press up, create a nice tabletop, maybe even tilting your head back. Breathe in, exhale, and lower, and release. If you want, you can also, for reverse plank, you can also come to bridge on your backs, okay? So rolling shoulders back, hands, fingertips pointing towards you. Feet are together. Breath in, exhale, press. Try to get your feet to touch down, lift, and breathe. Inhale, exhale, and lower. And once you lower, roll out your wrists. Good. So we're coming right on to hands and knees, and we'll start out with child's pose. So you feel with these last good 20 minutes of the session, and you just feel that as you come into child's pose. Take stock. Notice that you're creating space, alignment. Round your back, and then move forward, upward facing dog. We're going to do this back and forth a few times. Maybe your knees will stay down initially. Exhale, press back. And round, and move forward. Find a rhythm that works for you. I'm going to start putting my knees up and back and forward. And then finally, from here, we're going to start to come back to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, go ahead and pedal. Bend one knee, press opposite heel down, back and forth. Shake out your head. Yeah, and you really are working through, in your mind's eye, see your muscle tissue. See the fascia, the muscle covering, right? See your ligaments and tendons, and see your veins and arteries as all areas of stretch. See your bone structure being supported by these muscles. Yeah. And from here, we're going to take the right leg up into the air. Look at your hands. Swing your right foot to your outside right hand. Your foot might be half on the mat and half off. You could make fists. You could have blocks. Or some I like to lower the back knee and come onto my elbows for our lizard. Drop your head down and breathe. Exhale. Now, you could add a twist. You could have your right hand on your right knee and turn, because that also helps to limber up the spine. Like, it all starts with, you've got to free up the hip, and then you see how you can twist and look upward. And lower. One more idea is that you could bring your right hand behind the right ankle and to the outside ankle. So most can do that. All you do is you bring your hand around to the outside. But another added is you could take your shoulder under your knee. You never know, Wally, you never know. So I just kind of, and is it really my shoulder? It's more like, for me, it's more my upper arm. You know, I go over, and I'm going to extend my back leg, breathe in, exhale, and then I'm going to press back, downward facing dog, and pedal. Bend one knee, press opposite heel down, back and forth. Back and forth. Now, left leg comes up into the air. Look at your hands. Foot goes to the outside left hand. And then just adjust so you're on your mat so your foot doesn't slip. And any way you like here, some need blocks, some go onto the fists. Maybe you can drop down onto your elbows. Back knee can come down. And I like to hang my head in this. I just really like to let my neck release. You could shift around in this, play with the pose, because we're trying to move away from rigidity, moving towards elasticity. What a nice word, elasticity. And it goes right up there with adaptability, which we've all had to gain during this time. We're very adaptable, we're very resilient. We can see that. We're the witnesses here. Breathing in. Exhale. Now, You'll take your left hand on your left knee. You could be on your elbow or propped on your hand as you turn. And you can kind of go up and down, whatever it takes to really get into your back. Turn, breathe, look back. And then from here, now your left hand, let's see, I'm going to take my knee up. My left hand will go around to the back and to the outside. And that might be plenty right there. That might be plenty. Yeah, there you go. Or maybe you're like, how do you do that? Get your arm or your shoulder wedged under your knee. You never know. It seems like I always think, oh, I don't know. And then I go there and think, hey, oh yeah, there I am. Breathe in, exhale. This is one scary lizard. And then release and go back, downward facing dog, stretch. We're gonna go wide with feet and walk back to your feet. Now the wrists are finally very happy. Hands to elbows, shake it out. Kind of just let your body move and swing from side to side. Swinging side, 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 side. Soften the knees, press on up to standing. And when you press on up to standing, take your arms up overhead, palms touching. Good. Breathing in. Exhale. And release. So I don't know why, hold on, I don't see myself. Speaker. Okay, there we go. All right, so because I couldn't tell if I'm on screen or not, if I'm decapitating myself or not. All right, so let's go ahead, let's go wide. And these will feel so nice. Wide, and especially, you know, if you just feel like you've not been moving around too much, oh, this is good. Or if you feel like you've been doing a lot, these are good too. So hands are sliding down the outside leg. Oh, slide down as far as you can go, maybe to your ankles, and lower your head. Now, a little trick is that if your feet aren't slipping, you can go wider with your feet, and sometimes your head will come down. You could also have a block, and your head could rest on a block as you reach your hands to your ankles. It's just like there's something about it. It just gives you, you know, we're always reaching, striving, and reminding ourselves, oh, I can't go there, I'm not limber enough. But when your head can touch down, suddenly you're kind of like, wow, okay, you're feeling what the pose is about. You're feeling like one of the things of the pose is this purna, like, oh, I've got my feet, all these places of contact, the feet, and now in addition, the hands, and now the head in contact. Breathe in, exhale. Push hands into the mat. Now again, if you have a block, you could just have your hands on block. Lengthen out your spine and try to really draw your belly in, extend your back. And we're going to make the windmill. So your left hand could be on a block or right onto the mat. I like it on the mat, center line, and right arm swings up. I have light streaming in here, and it's so nice. And try not to round your back, extend, be light on your lower hand. Good, windmill. You could also reach for your back, low back, or maybe your right hand can reach your left thigh. Yeah. Breathe in, look upward. The other idea is you could walk your right hand over to the left. Maybe you can reach left hand, right foot, and drop your head down, still twisted. You could do this with bent knees. That's fine. Breathe in. Exhale. Come back to center. Let's sweep the arms up before we do side two. Extend. Reach. Hands are to heart. Hands onto the thighs. I'm going to press back. Come down again. Right hand is down. Left hand on the low back. Turn turn, turn, turn. So when you turn left, now your arm could be up or left hand could reach for your right thigh. It's like you're trying to hook your hand to the thigh. Some use a strap, like I've done it where you strap the foot, the thigh, so you can reach, your hand can reach the strap. Then walk your right hand over towards your left foot and twist some more. Lower your head. Breathe in. Exhale. And release. Hands onto the low back. You can soften your knees as you come up. Whew, a new perspective on life after that. Come out and stand in mountain. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Excellent. So let's do a side bend, and we'll go where we're going to go triangle, half moon to extended side angle. So if you know you need a block for triangle, you could set it up already. This is my left foot leading the way. If you know you need a wall, you can walk over to the wall in between the poses. Breathe in. Exhale, shift, 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 shift. Left hand down on knee or shin bone or ankle, very light hand, and the other arm is up. And we're breathing. Wonderful. Breath in. Exhale. And breathe in. And exhale. Yeah, so we're going to come up and we come to half moon. So this is where you can make your adjustments. So if you can, you're bending your knee, you're shifting over, left hand reaching down, right hand could be on your pelvis initially, flex the right ankle, and then gradually take your arm up. Good. Breath in. Exhale. If you're at a wall, it's actually probably the best place to be because you can really feel it. Your head is to the wall, your heel is to the wall, your right arm is to the wall. Hand comes down. Now we're going to bend the left knee, go wide like a warrior two, pretty wide here. Bend your left knee, extend the arms, and come over. So modified elbow is down on the leg, or you can reach for your ankle. And really, the pose is, the asana is a vehicle to go deeper, to tap into breath, your mind, the meditative mind. Renders us healthy and limber, but also free of body, mind, spirit. Breathe in. Exhale. Now we're coming up. That's a lot. Those are intense poses. I think they're very intense. So we're going to step forward, stand for a moment in mountain, just kind of feeling the difference inside of you. There's a big difference. You can feel different in your posture, feel different in your mind, feel your breathing has changed, your mood has changed, your energy, your temperature, you're warmer. It's amazing. I know that you feel taller. What else? I mean, we can just go on and on. I like the mood elevation. That's so good. Let's come to a squat. So yes, you can modify your squats. I would like you to feel your squat. Even if you're modifying, I would like you to feel your squat. So, maybe you're like, oh, maybe you can still modify and bring your hands down and get a good stretch in your back. Some of you use a block to sit on. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't need a block. You come down. Some of you can bring your feet really close together in your squat. My feet are pretty wide in my squat. So breathe in, exhale, elongate. and lower. Your hands, lift the pelvis, come on up. We have a whole second side. So if you use the block, carry it over. You're gonna go wide. And you know these have to do a lot with hip. You can think inner thigh, groin, hip area. So it starts out with triangles. So breathe in, shift your pelvis, taking your hand down, elongate, dodging the sun, and breathe. Good. One more breath here in your triangle. Inhale, exhale, and come up. This is where you might need to be against a wall or hang on to something. Half moon, bending the knee, reaching, extending. One hip over the other, pushing out through the heel, and breathe. Good. Connect to your breath. We're going to start to bend the knee, reach down, come up so that we can go wider, like a warrior two stance. 90 degree at the knee. Will you support with your elbow or will your hand come lower? And breathe. Lengthen the spine. Breath in. Exhale. Work the pose. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Push your foot into the mat. And we'll step to the front of the mat. So we'll step forward. And again, when you step forward, here we are in mountain. Take a moment. Hands are to heart. Noticing some changes. I would like to come to the squat. We'll come back to mountain in a moment. So the squat, because it feels really nice after doing half moon. Mostly probably because it's so symmetrical. So see how far you can go. Maybe you can come down deeper. Heels are down, stretching. And if heels are not down, you can bring a blanket underneath them for support. Nice breath in. Exhale. And hands help push us up. Now we can come to the mountain and see all those changes again. And maybe those changes are intensified, or maybe that's the same, but it's just bringing focus. Breath in. Exhale. And breath in. Exhale. And releasing. Good. So let's grab hold of a strap or a towel if you have one. And by now, I when I got on, and it was just for a little while, I think it was just Tona and me, just for a little while, and then others came on. And I wanted to say that when I logged on, it said 19th occurrence, which means this is the 19th SAC class online. Isn't that wild? And they're weekly. So that's wild. Oh, I don't think that counts the workshop. So it's just the wild 19 weeks. So you're shifting side, side. Some of you have been to every single session, I know. Side, side, and you know what? We're shoulder flossing. Oh, there we go. Side, side. And the other side. Okay, and then side, side is moving. Let's see. I'm like, how does that happen? 19 weeks. Is that a mistake? Did I read that 19 occurrence, translate it wrong? Okay. No, it's March, end of March. Okay, one more back and forth. Oh, good work. And then from here, clasp hands and extend. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Good. Look up, extend, and breathe. Good. Really squeezing shoulders tight. You squeeze them together. You break. It's like you want to squeeze the tension out. And release. So we have time for this, and I think it's kind of nice. We're going to do sun salutations. You're pretty warmed up. The sun salutations is forward folding, back bending, forward folding, back bending. And it really is a sequence of that back and forth. And we'll do that. So you're at the front of your mat. If you want blocks for the forward bending, you can use them, okay? Inhale, reach up, extend the arms up, lengthen, arch back. Exhale, soften the knees, come down, reaching for your legs as maybe your knees are bent or you're straightening, looking at your, look ahead of you and fold in again. Right foot steps back. Let's pause for a moment, get a nice deep hip flexor stretch. That's good if you've been doing a lot of sitting or stillness or driving. And back heel could be up or down. I'm going to keep my heel up today. And reach, sweep the arms out to the side, sweep your arms up, lower, straighten the back leg, look up, arch back. And bring your hands down. Now we're going to take the left foot, swing it up into the air. Just swing it way up high, keeping hips squared, swinging the leg up high, going to point the toe. Breath in. Exhale. Lower the leg. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Bring your feet together. Come forward to plank. Pause in plank. Breath in. Exhale. Lower right onto the belly. And once you lower, extend your feet. You could be on your elbows or press up into cobra. Thighs stay grounded as you reach. Breath in. Exhale. Lower and press back. Downward facing dog. I'm going to child's pose first and then downward facing dog. As you're here, feet about hip distance apart. Breathe in. Exhale. Right leg swings up. Look at your hands. Swing your foot forward. Pause in your lunge. Stretch, low lunge. Stretch your left hip flexor. Say hello. And then nice and strong here. Good knee alignment, spinal alignment. Reach the arms up. Look up. Arch back. Hands are to heart. Hands come down and step to the front of your mat. Reach for your ankles. Lower your head. Extend. Look ahead of you. Fold forward. Soften the knees as your arms come out to the sides, all the way up. Palms touch, reach back. And hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Second round, exhale, reach back. Feel the fluidity. It's fine to soften knees on the way down, reach for your ankles, straighten your legs without locking, and then look ahead of you, straight, stretch out the back, fold in, left foot back, and lower, press your hip down, stretch into your hip flexor. Take a moment, back heel could be up or down. Reach your arms up. Lengthen, arch back, and breathe. Hands to heart, hands down. Now your right leg is going to swing back and up into the air. Swing the leg up high like you did on the first side. Straighten the leg, point the toes, drop your head, breathe in. Exhale. Lower the foot, feet are together, plank. We're going to lower part way, Chaturanga Dandasana, and then press into upward facing dog. Extend the feet, breathe in, exhale. Bring your knees down, stretch your back in child's pose. Take a moment, drop your head down. Downward facing dog, stretch back. Left leg, you could swing it up and then swing it forward. Warrior one, reach up, extend, and breathe. And lower. Stepping to the front of your mat. Lower your head. Extend, look ahead of you. Breath in, exhale, lower. Soften the knees, come on up, extend the arms up into the air, palms touch. Reach back. And hands to heart center. Good, nice work. So while we're still standing, quad stretch in terms of dancer's pose. So it could be anything like hanging on. Let me see. You can see that, yeah. Okay, so I could hang on, bringing heel to buttock, trying to get my knee to point down. That's one way. You could use a strap, of course. You could also use the wall and kick your leg back and you get a nice stretch. You could be in the center. We're going to do it once. So you could also be in the center of the room and balance, right? So I like using the wall because I can really focus on the stretch part. So, and also at the wall, I can focus more on squaring my hip. Breathe in. Exhale. And come out. Woo, hands to heart center and breathe. The arching is, what we say the arches in yoga are the antidepressants of yoga. That's nice. So they get your adrenals going. So it's a nice way to work. So you could say, I'm just going to reach my foot and work on my quads, or a little further back and I take hold, I kick my leg back, arm walking up, and breathe. Breath in, exhale. And come on out. Whoa. I love that feeling. I like being in it. I like coming out of it. I like those feelings. So we're coming to sitting. And when we come to sitting, we're just going to just pause for a moment. Soles of the feet together. Taking a moment, bringing the energy to this seated position. And let's see what happens. So, easier way is to extend one leg. The other way is to fold it. You have Swastikasana, box pose, 90 degree. This was not 90 degrees because I have my heel tucked in, but straightening the leg if your knee isn't happy, and we come forward. When we're tight, everything wants to go towards this forward leg, but I'm trying to come forward and breathe. Inhale, lower your head. Let's take it the other direction. So we start first in bound angle, and we shift in. And again, you might say, oh, there's a pull to one side, maybe center, and come forward. And I can push against my foot to keep me centered. And breathe. Okay, we're gonna come up. And then from here, one more. So basically you're going to go that first side. What is different is you're gonna straighten one leg. It's called a hurdler stretch. So the knee is not in, but it's going out back, okay? And you're coming forward towards your straight leg. Looks kind of funny facing you guys, so reaching forward. So if that really bothers you, straighten the leg. Don't tolerate knee pain. So from the other perspective, it looks like, so I started out, my knee is in, I go out to the side and forward. So really my weight, I suppose ideally both sitting bones, but my weight is on the sitting bone of the straight leg. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do the other side. Shift. So leg is back. Reach up and forward. I like the hurdler stretch. Must be odd. Breathing, and it really takes you into one leg, into one hamstring, one of leg stretch. Okay, we are ready to come to lying on our backs, the last 4 minutes of the session. So when you come to lying, I'm going to show this from standing. You're going to make a star. You are a star. Your feet are wider than the mat. Your arms like so. It's a 5-pointed star. Your head is one of the 5 points, right? That's one, and you got 2 hands, 2 legs. And I want you to feel like a star in every sense of the word. Something, a star as in someone who is pretty amazing, right? But also a star in a celestial object that shines, that sends light. breathing. And feeling you can connect, you can completely connect with your brightness if you really are this celestial object of brightness. In our human form, which we are, of course, we are made of stardust, which is kind of trippy, being this idea of we are stardust. We're very much connected to the stars. Relax your entire body. Remember how we began our dedication to our one and only mothership, Earth. And I would also like you not only feel connected to the stars, but let's bring it closer to home and connect to Mother Earth, connecting to Earth and this abundance that she, think of Earth as a mother, that she provides. Mm-hmm. Give yourself a few more moments, breaths here, maybe 3 more rounds of breath. And then we'll start to deepen the breathing. Bend the knees, roll to one side, and gradually make your way to sitting. Wonderful. Oh. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Fran.
Hi. Yeah, it's like people are really trying to take advantage of the, I don't know, of this time and vacationing and that. We have 16 here today. That's still a very nice group. We're going to end our session with an Om. Let's do 3 Oms. I like to say, don't feel that they're lonely Oms. They are, and they're not just, you're not just Oming with me, we're Oming together as a community. So these Oms are heard and they chime together beautifully. So breathe in as you're ready. Last one. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for being here.